How is this new offer from Michel Barnier likely to affect the negotiations?
Well, Annalise, let's remember that both sides have a lot at stake in these Brexit negotiations. They both want a deal to come out of all of these talks that have been going on for months and years now. But the island sticking point is very much still there. Michel Barnier, as we're just hearing from my colleague Vincent there, offering possibly this improved offer over the Irish border issue. But whether that'll actually be an olive branch for the UK remains to be seen. We need to know what the UK government is actually going to make of that, the details of it, and whether it really can break this impasse over the Irish border, which really does stand in the way of this elusive deal right now. You know, both sides want a deal on their own terms, and that's the problem, as with most divorces. So let's see where this goes over the coming days and the coming weeks. This dinner in Salzburg tonight really is a chance for Theresa May to have a brief moment with EU leaders to kind of get across her sales pitch as to what she wants to see come out of this deal. Of course, this is the first time that EU leaders have actually sat down together since she published that now infamous Chequers Brexit proposal. So this is an important time for her in Salzburg tonight, but let's see what mileage she gets out of it. EU Council President Donald Tusk sent out a letter to EU leaders ahead of this meeting in Salzburg, and he was confirming that they will be looking at the end game, the next phase in these negotiations as they try to close the deal. And he was also saying, Annalise, that a no-deal scenario was still very much a possibility, although he was adding to that if there is responsibility in these talks on both sides, then maybe they can avoid a catastrophe. But Annalise, I think it's going to take more than a glass of white wine and a schnitzel in Salzburg tonight to sort out the remaining differences.
Now, Damon, very briefly, this meeting, this informal summit in Salzburg had originally been called to discuss another contentious issue Europe has been faced with, that of migration. What are some of the topics that will be discussed? What are some of the priorities here on that topic?
Well, migration remains very much a divisive issue across the European Union. Migrant arrivals peaked in 2015 when there was that crisis. The numbers have gone down significantly since then, but it's left a legacy in the European Union of anti-immigrant sentiment in some EU member states. The EU is proposing all sorts of things to tackle illegal immigration right now. One of them is boosting the EU border force, Frontex, which it wants to do. But the likes of the Czech Republic, Slovakia and Hungary, they're saying that's the wrong way forward. They say they want more cash to police their own borders. So this is a problem that continues to plague the European Union and will be a big issue in Salzburg over this two-day meeting, Annalise.